5, we're going to stop and let them chat with you. And
They got some prizes.
they've got some prizes
and
for
all
you and
kinds of
things,
cool
and
things.
so
Yeah.
it's going to be good fun. Let me show you what you're going to learn tonight. What you're going to learn is we're going to warm up in just a second. What you're going to learn is, I'm the one been thrown around. You'll be fine. What we're going to learn is a good combat stance, hands up, elbows tucked in stance to protect your space. We're going to learn how to begin to move our bodies, keeping all this in alignment. Like, let's say we need to look at the back, how to shift to the back and shift back to the front. That may seem obvious, but it's not as easy as it looks. We're going to learn how to move forward and back, keeping our balance. Let's do shuffle step forward, shuffle step back. We'll teach you how to do it in a second. Go to left, shuffle step right. What we're doing is never crossing our legs, so we're not losing our balance. Because if you get in a situation where someone's assaulting you, you want fewer problems to deal with. So that's what we're going to learn, is how to stay
Because actually
stable.
the act of walking is the act of losing your balance
Yeah.
and catching your balance.
Yeah.
And when you're in a situation like we're talking about tonight, you want to maintain your balance to the optimal amount at all times.
That's right.
Thus, the shuffle steps.
That's right. We're also going to learn some basic strikes right to the center line of the body. Now, if you were in a more advanced class, you'd do all sorts of things like side targets and limbs. But for basics, the most vulnerable targets on a person are right in the middle. So all you're going to worry about is whether an available target is open high, middle, or low. If it's high, you might give me something like a palm strike to get me back, or the web hand strike. So you're going to learn both of those strikes. If it's in the middle, a good punch right to the stomach will be good. If it's lower than that, you could start going down here and fighting, but you might as well just use the tools that are down there. So you start using your knees on me to get me off of you this way. Go ahead. Yeah, and your shins, she kicked me in the shins. She might even stomp me on the foot and get me off this way. If I'm far away and I haven't managed to close that distance, she might use a front kick to get you back. So you're going to learn all those things. All right, and those are going to be the basics. You're going to learn how to strike and release. We're going to show some release techniques from a hand grab. Just show the release. Yeah, good. From a shoulder grab. Yeah, good. So we're going to teach you how to do some of those things. And then at the end, if we have time, we're going to show you a couple of topple techniques just for fun. And we're going to take, that's what the pads are for. And we're going to take it really slow. The reason you might do that is maybe you cannot leave the scene sometime. Maybe you just can't strike and go. Most of the techniques that we're going to do are called disrupt, deliver, disappear techniques. I'll show you. So I've got Claire, I'm dragging her away. This is, by the way, the most common attack. It sounds weird. Do you know why it would be? Why would a grab on the wrist be the most common start of an attack?
Because you can guide someone that way.
Yeah, and then hit them, right? That's right. So this is coming, and you're taking him away. This is the most common thing. So she's going to settle in. Before I can do anything else, she wants to disrupt me. Go ahead. And then she's going to escape and get out of there. All right. More advanced is she's going to give me a one disruption and then hit me real hard with something lower and then disappear. Yeah, good. So disrupt, deliver, disappear. The first one's kind of hard. The second one's going to be really hard, and then you get out of there. But if you got your baby or your best friend or something like that, you may need to put me on the ground so that you can have time to take them away. The most basic technique we're going to learn for that, you might want to get back, Russ, is a shoulder twist or a head twist topple. Do it slowly so they can see it. Okay, and then as I try to get back up, she's going to give me a kick, boom, and then grab her baby and go. All right? So we're going to start there. Now I'm going to show you how this might look if it's a little bit bigger into speed, but you're not going to do it like this tonight, so don't worry. I'm going to move this cone. You're going to go nice and slow like that, so you'll be safe and you'll be on the pad, all right? But Claire's not going to worry about that other than please don't throw me into that electrical pole. Okay,
No
so let's do maybe 3 attacks. So I'm going to get you with the, I'm going to start one way and then you throw me down and I'm going to come back and try to get you a couple more ways because I'll be mad at that point. Okay, so here we go. I'm grabbing onto her. Ooh, okay. I'll do it again. Don't forget my head. That's it. Okay, good. One more. Now what if she cannot she's got to pin me down. All right? Okay, so she can hold me there until the police come. Now, if I'm still wrestling around, she might give me a few commands, like tell me to do something with my arm here.
Put your arm out to the side.
Okay?
Cross your legs.
That's so I don't kick her. All right, and now she's pressing into the back of my hand, and it hurts really bad. I'm going to try to get up, okay? I can't get up. Okay, you can go ahead and let me go. Okay. All right, very good. All right, so we're going to do some very beginning techniques on that. Now, she threw me off here, and it didn't feel good because it's concrete, but you guys are going to go a lot slower so that you stay on here. All right, you ready to start?
We're not going to start there.
No, we're not going to start there. All right,
What did she do to your hand?
oh, it's called,
Show us.
there. It's a pressing lock right there. There's muscle, there's nerve endings all
I was
in the
getting on
hands.
his nerves.
Yeah. Now you want to feel it? All right, ready? So here it is. It's an arrest control technique. If you got to put someone on the ground, maybe we'll do one of those at the end. If we have a size group, we probably get there. Okay, tonight's Bible verse for me is Galatians 6:9. Never give up on doing right. In a life sense, that is, there's going to be times where the people around you are not doing things the right way. They're being selfish and they're hurting people around you. You keep doing what you can to build up the people around you. And the Lord is going to work with you if you let him. Psalm 37:3 says the same thing. Do not worry about evil people. You trust the Lord and do good. In a self-defense situation, do right and don't give up means don't stop. Don't stop fighting to protect yourself. In some sense, I don't like to think of people as an enemy. If I'm attacking Claire, it may seem weird to say doing right is defending herself. But my view is, if a person is deranged enough to attack another human being, there's probably two people under attack here. She is being physically assaulted by me, and surely I'm being spiritually assaulted to do something like this. So if I attack her and I'm successful, I'm going to do something that I'm going to regret my whole life. So in a sense, she's going to help me out. She's going to help me make a good decision by beating the tar out of me so that I can't do this. All right? And so I live to make a better decision another day. All right? So that's your thinking on that. Okay, let's start. You ready? All right, first thing first, work on a combat stance. Okay? What I'm going to do is stand like I normally would, just like this, kind of walking around, stance. If there's a danger situation, I'm going to drop one leg back and raise up my hands and tuck my elbows into the side of my body. Now from here, let your weight settle a little bit. That's right. That's a combat stance. Now to put more technical pieces onto it, my front toe is going to point toward whatever the obstacle is, so that my whole body and will is aligned toward that. My back foot just kind of naturally goes out to the side a little bit. I'm not too worried about what it does, but that's the stance. So I'm going to come back here. What we say is elbows tucked in, head up, hands up. And that's your stance right there. So you're ready. You can't do anything yet, but you're ready. Your hands are, the reason you're in this way is because it protects your vulnerable parts here. The same parts that you're going to target in a minute. You also, just by stepping back, move to what's called a closed stance. This is a very vulnerable stance. Every target I have is available to you. Just by doing this, it closes up most of my targets. Does that make sense? Okay. Now you could go forward into the stance or backwards into the stance. For tonight we're going to go backwards. Any idea why I might want to go backwards into the stance?
Keeping space between you and the person.
Yeah, you're given space.
Yes.
Now if you trained a long time and you wanted to be assertive and take ground, then you'd go forward. But for most of us, we're not going to be expecting this moment. And so Claire's just going out to the car and I'm, hey. And yes, and she's going to open up some space because now I have to come on to get her. Gives her a second. Does that make sense? Okay, good. All right, so let's drop back into our stance. Now let's do something with this. First thing we got to do is be able to go somewhere because we don't want to just stand here. let's. Oh yeah. Well, what I'd like to think about is generally I like to keep my feet under my shoulders, pretty much, and my hands right over my feet. That's kind of, I know where they are. All right? That's a good question. Let's go forward using a shuffle step. What I'm going to do is just step my front foot forward, bring my rear foot back. All right, let's take two. All right, good. And now let's go backwards. Take my back foot and bring my front foot in. Back foot back, front foot in. Back foot back, front foot in. So all we're doing is keeping this exact posture while we move. Now, there's terrain around. If this were a martial arts sparring class, I would do this up on my toes so I could go really quickly and throw kicks and things like that. In defending yourself, you're probably going to be in a parking lot or a trail or all the things that, there could be stuff all over the ground. So you don't really want to be shuffling around on your toes. You want to move just like you normally do, heel toe. So we're going to do this heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And then go back. Yeah. One more time. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. And go back. All right. So now we're moving. Now, the side that you dropped back on, if you trained for a while, you'd want to get used to both sides. For tonight, I would like you to drop, you probably automatically drop back to your strong side. I want your rear side to be the hand that you usually use. Okay, you probably did it already. It's going to be stronger. All right, very good. Now let's figure out how to go to the side, just for fun. It's the same thing. The foot that's closest to the direction you're going is the one that moves first, and the other one catches up. So let's go this way, and now let's go the other way. So you're keeping the same posture. All right, I'll show you a fun one that you may or may not use tonight. If someone is pushing onto you and you're losing your balance, there's two ways to recover. Well, there's more, but there's at least two pretty easy ways to recover. One is shuffle back. Two is to do something a little bit fancier called opening like a door. I'm going to keep this back foot where it is and pivot, just like that. You may end up using this one tonight when we throw. There you go. So let's kind of go back and see what we got again. So we have our, let's start here. Drop back into your ready stance. Okay, good. I haven't told you what to do with your hands yet. I don't really care what you're doing with your hands yet. We'll deal with that in a minute. We're going to shuffle forward, a couple steps, shuffle back. All right, shuffle this way. Good, shuffle this way. Now, let's do the body twist. I'm going to twist to the back, twist to the front. Now, here's how this works. I want my hip and shoulder to lead this movement. My feet are just getting out of my way. I'm just going to lift my foot so I can turn, let my body do this. I'm trying to keep the same posture. Back here, my toes pointing toward this wall. Back here, my toes pointing toward this wall. All right. When you throw, you're definitely going to use that one. All right. Those are all of the movements and postures we're going to do tonight. Now, let me give you a first strike, and then we're going to set you up and let you start pounding the targets. First strike is, start with your ready stance. We'll do a palm heel strike. Anybody know where on your hand you want to use a strike with a palm heel?
Right here.
Yeah, close. Anybody else?
Right here.
It's here, but out here. This quarter right here. The outer quarter is the best spot, right there. So let me tell you how to kind of find that. What I like to do is hold my hands up like you're making stop signs and cup them a little bit. In fact, that's kind of a good raised stance. Hey, stop, stay back. I tell people to stay back. Cup them a little bit, tighten your fingers together, and that should kind of tighten your hand up a little bit. Here's how we're going to throw this palm. For now, just point your hand out and bring it back, like you're pointing to something. Yeah, you can even do that if you want to practice. All right, very good. I want you to keep your elbow down when you do that. There. So this seems natural. We want to strike that's as close to your natural movements as possible. Like a baseball strike is big and circular, and it's great for what it does. But for self-defense, you want straight as an arrow strikes that are hard to see coming. So you're just pointing and tucking, just like that. Now, put your hand in your little cup and do that. And all you're doing is aiming this part of your hand. Boom, just like that. Like you've got a pie, and you're going to put a pie in their face, all right? So, to get some power into it, you may see, come on over here, Claire, that, go ahead and do that to me, and don't move your feet yet. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, but there's some limit to it. It's only as powerful as her shoulder can be. So, in order to make it more powerful, she's going to move her hip and her shoulder with it. Go ahead and do that. Okay, good. Now it has traveled all the way to my face. And in fact, kind of through my face. Thank you. The way we did that is this. We just simply turn our body straight to the front, turn it back, turn. You're going to end up having to let yourself pivot on your toe a little bit so that you can do that. Your back foot will come up off the ground a little bit. It'll just naturally happen. All right. So my hip is doing this, just like that. All right. That's going to be your basic palm strike. Yep.
Do we extend it all the way, or do we keep a...
Technically, maybe 3/4 of the way would be best.
Not straight out?
Yeah, but what I'm going to tell you in a minute is I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just when they hold a target, go right through the target as best you can. All right, because you're going to be hitting something, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. All right, so that's your strike. What I'm going to have you do when we do the pads, which we're going to do in just a second, is do 2 of those. 1, 2, and then I'm going to have you lunge with 1. Boom, just like that. All right, so let's do it here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right, that's what we're about to do. So what I want to do is try to get in a group of 4 to 6 people on one of these pads. Take whichever one you want. I'm going to come out into the middle and hold this target just like this. Kind of tuck it right into my side. All right, and my first partner is going to come out in here. Just come face me right there. Do the best you can. Hey, we'll just go beside the cone. All right, give it 2 big hits with this palm strike. Go ahead, right on the side. 1, boom. 2, boom. Now this time lunge while you do it. Like step. Go, oof. Good, all right? Now, I'm going to go here to the next person. All right, go. 1, 2, all right, and 1 big one. 3. All right, now come back, and now you want to get behind the next person in line. All right, come on up. You're the next person in line. 1, 2, 3. Good. All right, and switch place in line. All right, next person in line. 1, 2, 3. All right, now here's what I'm going to do. I did it to 4 people. I started this way. The 4th one is going to end up here. So I'm going to hand you the pad. All right, go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Now to turn around, don't just amble around. Practice your turn. So turn your body. There you go. Good. All right, next. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
Yeah, hold it a little lower. A little lower. All right, good. Turn. Hold it a little lower. All right, go ahead. You guys see what we're doing? 2, 3. Turn back one more time. Yes, yes. 1, 2, 3. Now, that was the 4th person, right? So you're going to bow to her, hand her the pad. That's the drill. 1, 2, 3. Good. And next in line. Oh, wait, sorry. Over here. Yeah, okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Turn back. 1. Good. 2. Turn around. Don't do this. Twist your body. All right? So you're twisting backwards. Is okay. Is anybody having trouble with this turnaround already? It's like, what am I doing? Here's the trick. It's backwards. You're turning backwards. And getting used to turning backwards. You're turning on your power side. Here's what this is for later. Claire, where are you at? Can I borrow you? If Claire were to be choking me, just choke me out with a neck choke. There. If I were to try to turn this way, I'm going to have a lot of trouble. But if I learn this spin, it's very easy to get out of these things. That's what you're learning. Turning on your power side. Okay? Go. So you're not just being a target, you're learning a tool. All right, go. 1, 2, yes, 3.
Yeah, not right in your face. And then,
Yeah, and go at the level of the person holding the target. So, yes, 1.
yeah.
All right. I'm going to give you the next one. Tuck in your elbows, hands up, protect your face. Same pointing motion. This time, instead of the palm, you're going to pull out your hand like a web. This is a web hand strike. Right here is the strike. Now, where would you think you're going to aim for with this? Neck. Neck. So, if I'm attacking Claire and my head is tucked down, she's going to use that palm. Oh. But if my head is up, she's going to use that. And that's kind of right in my vocal cords.
Are you using that circle?
Not yet. Not yet. That's later. Strike like that. Turn my body. Boom. Wham. That's right. That's the neck. Yeah. That's it. Let me adjust one thing. So right now, it looks good. Very powerful. Your elbow's coming up. Try to keep it down. Try to keep that elbow down. Yeah. Okay. The next thing too is, if this happens, everybody does it. You're leaning to get this. Get a little closer, and instead of leaning, turn so that you can stay nice and balanced. Try it again. Oh, yeah. Now do it hard. Yeah. Okay, she's moving more. You see that? Like, oh, that's real good. Okay, keep going. Excellent job. All right, let's see. Same thing. Yep. Okay, that's good. Okay, now you got it. We got one more? Oh, keep going for a second. Next one. Come on up, Claire. Let's say that the target in the middle is what's available. So we gave you two good targets for the head. All right? I'm going to go through this kind of quick because I want to get to the scenarios. The middle spot here, this is a pretty soft spot in the body. So this is a good place for a punch. Now, I didn't do a punch to the head. You could, boom. But the problem is, in a scuffle, and unless you're really skilled, there's a chance you could get your hand really hurt with a punch to the head. There's things that can go wrong with a punch. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. But one thing that can go wrong is if she's punching me in the head and I duck down, she's going to hit my skull. And
He's got a hard head, y'all.
It can hurt your knuckles and it can hurt your wrist. So, but this, no, that's not going to, there's nothing to bend here. It's nice and straight. There's no way this can go wrong. So it's just still going to jostle me. But here, there's a nice soft spot. Let me show you the target we're shooting for. Kind of feel on your stomach area where your ribs are, all right? And at the very bottom of your rib, kind of feel the bottom. Now move your hands toward the middle, until you feel there's nothing there. And there's this, and if you poke it, like, ugh, it's not a comfortable place. That's the solar plexus. That's your target right there. You can't build the muscle there. So it's no matter what, if somebody's humongous, you can still make them throw up if you hit them there. So you don't want.
Don't do that tonight.
Don't do it for fun, but I'm just telling you, if you hit them hard enough, that's what will happen. So let's figure out how to throw a punch. Same thing. We're going to tuck our elbow in, flex our knees, and point. Okay. With some more power, we're going to use our body to point. Now, to make this a punch, here's what we're going to do. We're going to first make a good fist. Curl your pinky up as tight as you can. And then your next finger, curl them on up. Now with our thumbs, I'm not going to leave them out here, and I'm not going to put them in here. I'm going to put them over my fingers like that. So because the thumb can get broken in there. But this is holding my hand together. This is holding the fist together is what's happening. Now, I want you to go ahead and put your hand out there and check it out. Squeeze, especially this area here where your first two knuckles are, and think of pointing those knuckles. Like you're pointing your finger, point the knuckles. All right, that's pretty good. Now, the most important thing is to make sure that your wrist is flat. So, turn your arm in like this, and if you see that it's kind of like that, push that down a little bit so it's flat. There. Now point it back out and feel what that feels like when it's flat. To get there, we're going to bring it back, because naturally they kind of fall this way. And think about turning a doorknob. Bring it back. You're just going to put your key in a door, just like that. And now you add your body to it, and that's a pretty good punch for one night. You know, that's going to be pretty strong. So when I come in here and Claire strikes me right there, it's not going to feel good. You're not going to worry about. I'm just telling you about the solar plexus. Don't worry so much about that. You're just worrying about the height on my body. If I happen to be here and she gets me in the ribs, well, that's still not good. It still really hurts. So that's your target, somewhere in there. For the pads, let me show you how to hold it. I'm going to have you hold it this way this time, all right? So I'm going to have you kind of hold it out like that. So you kind of put one arm around it, one arm in. That way they're not punching you so when you do this. So when Claire punches, boom, and it kind of flaps open like a door. Good, do a
Yeah,
third
don't
one.
fight it, just let it
Yeah.
flap.
Now I'm going to turn like I'm a, I don't know, school crossing guard or something, and I'm holding up my sign. All right, give that a try for a few minutes. Give it a shot. One.
Good job.
Uh-huh. Yep. Boom. Like you're opening a door. Yep. You're going to get closer, aren't you? There you go. Yes. That's it. That's it. Yes. Good. That's right. All right, turn around. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That works. All right, go ahead. One. Now you're going to have to get closer. Two. Yeah. Three. Good. Yes. That's right. That's right. One. Whoa. That one was like thunder. I heard it. That was awesome. Really good. What we're going to do, is anybody finding that you're really leaning over? I'm seeing it. If that's happening, what that means is, Claire, come on over here. Stay right there. And don't move and hit the target. Yeah, so it's a long way. So you have to get closer. Yeah, bring your whole body and get closer. That's right. Now, at basics, that's just get up here and do it. Now, I'm seeing advanced. I'm sorry, remind me your name. You said Charlie. She knows this. She knows the trick. She's moving while she's doing it. I saw her do it. See, her whole body's coming. That's a little bit advanced. That's a little bit advanced. Yeah, go ahead, show it. I saw her moving her front foot, which is ideal. Yeah, there it is. See that? That front foot comes out. That's the most advanced way to do this. Boom. You may not be ready for that. At least get closer. Yeah, so that your whole body is dealing with this. It's the opposite of what you think you want to do. If someone's attacking you, I want to get away first. You do want to get away, but you need to stun them first. And to stun them, you've got to be close. The way I think about this is, I used to play tennis in college, and there's 3 places. Anybody play tennis? Okay, there's 3 basic places you can be on a tennis court on your side. You can be behind the baseline, which is great for self-defense, like I'm really far away. All right, I can get away easily. There is really close up at the net. If I'm at the net, I have to be attacking. I have to be striking with something. Where I never want to be is in the middle, because the ball lands right here. So if you're getting attacked, right here, like this is a kind of a dangerous place right here. You got to decide what's going to happen. You can get away before I get you, or you come on in and get me back. So that's what you're doing. You're changing the parameters. They thought they were taking advantage of you. Nope. You're going to blast them and then go. All right, I'm going to give you the next thing. I'm going to give you a knee strike, and then we'll just do the feet as we go. Let's say there's you want to hit something low in the body. Let's do a basic knee strike. What we're going to do is same stance. Bring your rear knee up to your belly button and back. That's the way I think about it. Bring it up to your belly button and back. All right, to get a little bit more power, I think of pulling with my abs, just like that, and pulling down with my hands, just like that. In fact, if she's lucky enough to get my shoulders while she does it, that really hurts, because there's 2 things going on. My knee is going up a certain speed, my hands are going down a certain speed, now it's double the speed. So that's what we're thinking about doing. Our hands come down, knees come up. I even point my back toe down, just to make sure I'm really committed to this. Boom, just like that. All right. If you're still having a little bit of trouble, it is. If you're still having trouble, what you can do is kind of rock your hip a little bit, like rock it up there, boom, just like that. Your target is anywhere in this area of the body. All right. I mean, groin be okay. I personally like to hit the thigh. Because why? You have any idea why?
Who's run into a coffee table and hit their thigh?
Yeah, you ever run into a coffee table? It hurts. Yeah, if she hits me in the groin, it's going to be good. Now, a lot of times I have a response there, and I might move and it might not get me. That's okay. She's just trying to stun me and move on. But this is great too, because she hits that thigh, and it inhibits my ability to go after her. It's really painful. So, but for your purposes, all I'm saying is just don't worry too much about it. Just something that height. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to hold this thing like a shield. Like it's designed, tight to my body. Just like that. I'm going to come up and I'm going to lean forward. And give me 3 of these. 2, 3. And then I'm going to turn around. Okay? Give it a shot. Hey, are you just watching or are you coming in? Okay.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Good. How are you? All right? Oh, that's good, isn't it? Like it's got a... Yeah, that's real good.
Just don't hold on. You want me to hold on to the person. Good point. Go back and do it. You're like this. Ah, okay. Yeah. And you can even still, hold on, because.
Yep. Yep. Good. Oh, shit, like that. You gotta hit twice hard now. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That's really good. I love that rocking. Really adding a lot of power. Here's what's gonna happen now. Claire, can I borrow you? Let's pretend like we're in this group. All right? Claire is gonna be in this line here. I was the target holder, whoever was in the middle. Now who's in the middle is actually doing the technique. The first technique we're going to do is have someone come up and grab you on the arm. So go ahead and do that to me. You grab me on the arm. All right, there it is. She's going to grab me on the arm, and she's going to want to drive me away or hit me probably or something like that. So the first thing I need to do is get into my stance. We're already in it. Settle a little bit. I don't want you to respond too fast. I want you to settle, because you're going to want to see what's going on. All right? They probably came on kind of like a shark. They probably, hold your hand out a little bit. Yeah, they're probably trying to unsettle you, try to take your brain away from you. You're going to turn this around. You're going to begin to control the situation and take it away and make them start to respond to you. We're going to build that up over the next 20, 25 minutes. All right, first thing is, she grabbed, I'm going to settle.
Good question.
Now, okay? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, if somebody comes up to you and grabs your arms, the first thing you're going to do is scream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we plan for that.
Sure, yeah.
We plan for first you're going to scream and you're going to panic.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
your brain is going to kick in because you took this class. And you're going to start doing what he said to do.
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story about that. That's true. So the reason I'm saying settle, I'm glad you said that, because in a movie, what would happen is, if I came up and grabbed Claire, like she's just going to be awesome, just to like attack me right back. Ugh, just like that. That's what's going to happen in a movie. In real life, the first thing that's going to happen is she's going to get up tall, you're going to come off your heels, you're going to go, what's going on? So settle back down. That's what you're doing. You're settling your brain. All right? So we're going to use one of the strikes that we learned. Either the palm strike or the web hand strike. Either one you want. We're going to do a high target right now. You can do the punch if you want, but you probably want those. Okay, so she's going to grab me. I'm going to settle, and I'm going to strike. I'm not going to do it any harder than that, because this is just my friend here I'm working out with. All right? So okay, now I've got to get out of this thing. So I'm going to do a release technique. All right? There it is. Let's talk about what this is. First, I'm going to do this to Claire now. I'm going to pull her down. She's going to settle. She's going to see what targets are available. She sees that my neck and my face are available, and she has a hand. So she's going to bring those two together. Go ahead. Oh, there. So she used the palm strike, and she's going to do this release, and then she's going to get out of there. All right. She kept her eyes on me the whole time. Because if I come back at her, she wants to be able to defend herself.
He's obviously not trustworthy.
Yeah.
I got to keep my eye on him.
All she managed to do is stun me a little bit to get away. All right, that's what she did. Let's talk about this escape. All right, so hold your hands out just like this. This is a Japanese technique called kokyu. It means breathing technique. But I think of it as comb your hair. All right? What you're going to do is raise your hands up like you're going around a bowling ball. It's like you're I don't know what, feeling the outside of a bowling ball. Your fingers kind of raise up. And once you have them there, fold your arms in and comb your hair. Okay? 1, 2. Now do it a little bit quicker. 1, 2. That's the technique. I'm going to come around and help you. Here's what you're doing. If Claire tries to pull straight back from here, well, she's not going to be able to. could be stronger than her. She's also pulling right into the grip here. I mean, you have a little knob, like you have this stick and your hand is a knob, so you're not going to be able to go anywhere. Now, if she tries to muscle up, then it's just, I've got a lot to work with. Instead, what she's... Can I turn that off somehow? Okay. Instead, what you're going to do is just rapidly fold your arm in, and what's happening is your wrist is going through my finger and thumb. That's what's happening. And you're just folding it right back, like you're combing your hair. Like you're, I guess in the 1950s, being cool.
Greaser,
Just like that. All right? That's right.
Bowling ball.
This, use that. There you go. That's it. That's it. Let me make sure. Go ahead. Yep. That's it. Good. Pull back. There you go. That's it. All right, ready? A little bit more up. Yeah. Your arm is so yeah, that's it. You see it's hard? Yeah. Okay, good. Just do this. Go bloop. Just like that with your hands. Bloop. Just like that. Turn your thumbs up and do that. Good. All right, ready? Go. Up, thumbs up. Yes. You don't want your hands this way, you want them this way. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pull back. Pull back first, straight. It's not, nothing's happening. Right here is the weakest part of your hand. So just, yeah, like you're drinking a Coke. Yeah, how about you bring a Coke right to your mouth? That's it. That's it. Try it. Okay, so what you're doing this time, let me grab me. You turn it over. Just drink that Coke. You're trying real hard to muscle it. Just relax and just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, real quick. Time, real quick. So if you're having trouble with this release, let me give you something to think about here. So let's see. Watch this, everybody watch. All right, try to pull it straight back. Yeah, nothing's happening. All right, good. All right, try to muscle it around. Yeah, not good. All right, try to comb your hair. Good. Here's another way to think about this. If the comb the hair isn't working, if you had a Coke, how do you drink it? Just like that. Just drink the Coke. Yeah, that's it. All right, good. Good. All right, everybody look at me. All right, here's what we're going to do. I think we have enough people that I think most people can actually partner up with 2 people at a time, right? All right, so do that. What if I have a shoulder grab right here? All right, so go ahead and grab my shoulder. Well, I have all my tools still, so that's great. So I'm going to give that hit, only I got nothing to release. Well, I'm going to do the spin out. All right, that's the technique. So what I'm going to do is think about going out to the side on the side she's grabbing me from. This way. It's backwards. So you start with that thing and just keep going. All right? And keep going until you see them again. Because you don't know where they're at. You want to make sure. You don't want to do this. Go ahead, grab. You want to see where they're at. Okay? So I'm going to grab you. Give me a strike. There. And now spin backwards that way. Yes. And away from me. Just like that. All right, try that with your partners. And then we're going to add to the problem.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're dominant. Oh, you didn't hit me.
You told me not to.
Oh, no. You stole it from me.
Nice. Watch what happens if I spin the wrong way. Are you ready? Come on over here. Come over here. First thing, go ahead and grab me. Go ahead and grab me. So first thing, if they pull you off balance, get your feet under you first before you do anything else. That may even mean you have to get closer to do it. If they did that, you gotta get your feet under you. All right, now make your strike. If I spin this way, it's not the best. So backwards. And you see how I'm getting away too? Because I don't want to be near obviously this is not my friend, so I want to hit and get away. All right? The reason I'm spinning, anyone know why I'm spinning?
Spin away.
It's just impossible to hold on to somebody that way. When someone attacks you, they're thinking linearly, this way. as soon as you start spinning or moving to the side, it gives them new things to think about, and by the time they catch up to what you're doing, you're gone. That's what you're doing. You're advancing the dimensions of the conflict.
The spin
All right?
throws them off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you go off to the side. Now you're not even in front of them anymore. They're having to recover, and you're gone. All right? So try that for one more second, and then I'm going to add something to it. All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Strike.
Right, that's right.
Boom.
Yes.
And that looks good.
Yeah. Okay, close it.
Next thing. Couple questions asked. One is, well, what if I'm wearing something really loose, goes slow, and I'm turning around, go ahead, spin, and they like get all caught up in it. All right. Well, that is a possibility. So if we were continuing to take 6-week classes, we'd show you a lot of other things. Like, go ahead and grab here, that kind of release and stuff like that. But for now, my answer is, you're not just going to the escape. You must stun them first, because you got to give them something to think about while you're making your escape. So what she's doing is hitting, and then going. That's why she's hitting me. It's not because she just wants to plow me, but she wants to get away. All right, next thing. What if I get both of her shoulders? There. Now, yeah, that would be, sure. Yeah, do the knee. Boom. Yeah, you could do that. But you still have your hands. You still have your hands. Yeah, any of those things. You still have your strike. But what about escaping?
Can't you go like
We're not going to do the throw yet. She can
break
still
down?
do the same spin move.
Can you do down?
You could, but I'm really wrapped up into her. I'm really wrapped up into her. Here's the problem with that. All right, hold on. Those are all good answers. Grab me. Advanced training. If this is a really extended grab, I can do something like that. If it's this, it's not going to work. So I got to start thinking about different things and taking her down a different way. But listen, you got 1 hour in training, so I need to give you something that will work for everything. All right? So we're going to do the exact same thing, and I'm going to do the same spin. I'm just trying to get loose for tonight. There are definitely other things, but the more advanced techniques you get, the more specialized they are. And you have to know alternatives and stuff depending on what a person has done back and da-da-da-da-da. So we're doing something that's really simple.
The
All right.
spin still works, and it doesn't matter which way you spin.
Right.
Because they got both sides.
They got both sides.
Either way.
Right.
You're struggling with which way.
Here's the way I think of this, and this is a mindset. The more arms they have on me, the better. Because the more hands they have on me, the better.
I know what he's doing with these
She
two.
knows where they are
I
now.
don't have to worry about them.
And she's got hands free. This is actually a lot worse.
Yep.
Okay? Because I could be doing all. Now, once it's a choke, and we'll do a choke seminar one time. But generally speaking, it's better, even if it was this, you do the same thing. Go ahead and spin. Yeah, same thing. So, all right, do that.
Yeah. That was good. I felt that. Okay. Let me know.
But we do like, sometimes she just, it's not attacking me.
Let go. Just yeah. Next challenge. Ready? And then we're going to put this together into something. Clear. Come on back. Here's what we've done so far. Remember, if it doesn't feel like, if you're like, I don't know if I could get out of this, if somebody really strong were doing this, remember, you just hit them. And that's why you hit them. To cause some pain so that you can get out of this thing. All right. We have dealt with one hand grab. She hits me and gets out. Okay. If I do this on the opposite hand, it's a little tricky, but you can still do the same thing. Just do the same thing. Okay. If I grab a shoulder, any hit you want, spin. If I grab the top of the head, she can do the same thing and spin. Now, it's not going to feel good, but she'll be out, okay? How about this? There's a problem now. She doesn't have hands. Yeah, she's got her legs now, so let's use a leg. Yes. You got that? Use a leg. All right. So I'm going to give you 2 leg strikes. One is the knee. Second one is, if you ever played soccer, backyard soccer at least, you just soccer kick right into the shin. That hurts real bad. Go ahead and do this. Ah, and then make your escape. So try those. Try the knee. If you're having trouble reaching it, because maybe you're kind of far away, just whack. Okay? And then do your escape.
So question, you're going to kick with the side and not a forward insertion?
For today.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean later on, sure, you're doing a side heel kick right into the shin. But for today, you're just whacking. All right? So, yeah, just near.
I do work everywhere. I'm doing cardio. Oh, no. Okay.
Go, boom. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes. Good. So let's see. Okay.
You're just giving them something to think about. That's what a lot of these strikes are about. You have to
That's it. All right, let's make sure you guys are getting this soccer kick. Go ahead and grab it. All right, what you see is that. How to do that? Just boom, right in the shin. Yeah, just like that. Go, swing it. Yeah, real quick. Boom, I won't even see it coming. Go ahead. Ah, that's right. That hurts. All right, here's the last thing for tonight. Let's put this together. I'm going to give you a medium level technique now. Come on over, Claire. You have the tools. You learned that if you don't have hands, you start using your legs, right? And if you're far away, you can't reach them with your knee, fine, use your feet. Now, a little bit more advanced if you wanted to practice at home. Instead of just swinging, I like to swing because nobody expects that. Pow! And it hurts really bad. I mean, especially the shoes we normally wear. It's awful to get hit in the shin like that. If you wanted to, when you hit them, then you stomp right down the foot. Like that's like, boom. Especially, well, the way I learned it is they'd scrape it down your foot once they, it's awful. Here's the advanced level. Ready? So far, we have struck one time and then left. Well, what we're going to end on is striking two. We're going to use a principle called high-low or low-high. They're attacking you on a dimension. Let's go back to the wrist grab. Just something simple. All right, what you're going to do is settle in. You have high strikes now. What do you remember? What do you have? Oh, one. Go ahead. Keep going. Two. Good. You have those. Good. You have low strikes. Oh, that one, and we have that soccer kick, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to give me, you're going to look and see what's available on me. You're going to give me one high one. Oh, and while I'm stunned on that one low one, and then make your escape. Or, if you would rather, you start with one low one, then one high one, and make your escape. I don't care which way you go. I tend to go low because it's more surprising at first, unless I'm having trouble with my feet. But either way, that's the advanced level. What's happening is, I'm attacking you, I'm coming this way, I'm ready, you weren't expecting this. You're going to do something that I wasn't expecting. Oh, and as soon as I'm reacting down to there, and I don't even know what's going on. So it's 1, 2, 3. Low, high, escape, high, low, escape. So with your partner, each person go 4 times. And have your partner grab you 4 different ways. Like 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to do. And practice low, high, escape, high, low, escape. All right? Try that, and we'll come around. Okay, so you start high or low. Start low. 1, now something high. 2, okay, good. 1, 2, spin. Yep. All right, time. All right, last thing. I'm going to send you with one other thing to think about. Well, 2, last thing. One is don't rush it. There's a tendency to want to go ahead and grab me. And I haven't done anything. So she's going to make sure every one of them counts. So give me one, give me another one, and go.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I just let her do all that. Okay, so do it again. Give me one, give me the other one, and go. All right, you see? She took time. Second thing is, this couple here ran into a problem. They're going to do the low-high one. And so she kicked low. She's like, oh, I don't have anything high. Okay, so the answer is use your head, but not like in math class. Squat down a little bit, tip forward like a duck, and okay. So now you have one more tool. All right, go for 2 more minutes and we'll be done. Go. See, yes, good. Here's the way I do it. If you're doing it right, you're trying to get the top of your head nice and smart. If I do that.
Very nice. Okay.
So I have to sink in and come up. All right. So if I sit down a little bit. Boom. Yeah, that's good.
But if it's a guy, I'm gonna have to do it. If it's a girl,
One.
I can easily.
And then.
No. Okay, so.
Did you get that? What'd you think of that? All right. We didn't get to the throwing you down, so I get you probably. We'll do it next time. Okay. That was fun. Did you have fun? Yeah. All right, good. Well, we'll invite you back. And next, we didn't get all the way through, but we got to a good stopping point. What did you think of that progression there? Did it make sense to you at the end? You're wanting to take control of the situation. Where the head goes, the body follows. All right? In a grappling sense, that means this. And we didn't get to this, but that's okay. So if she grabs hold of my head and starts pulling it, my body is going to follow it.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing mentally. So I'm attacked. She's not thinking about anybody attacking her. She's a good person. She's going along. And all of a sudden, I planned this. So I'm coming straight in a straight line. I'm going to get her, but I don't know that she has a trick up her sleeve. She's going to start changing the dimensions. I'm thinking here, and now she's going to kick me. Oh, and now I'm thinking there, and she's going to hit me here. Oh, and now she's gone. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Last thing about this. I hope you never have to use it, but if you have to do this, commit through. That's the never give up on doing right. If I grab Claire and she's going to do high-low, and she does that high one, and I get it, keep going with the next one. That's why you have 2. I think, hey, I got it. Oh, I still got hit. That's why you have 2. You know that one of them might get caught, but you're going to get one of them in. All right, let me stop. So what I want to do is I want to turn the next 15 minutes or so over to the Lift Ladies Group. This is Dawn McElhaney right here. And she wants to share some other ways that you can encourage one another and build each other up.
And it's really not 10 or 15 minutes. We're talking like 30 seconds. But before we do that, it'll be a little bit longer than 30 seconds. Before we do that, though, we have some awards to hand out.
Oh, man. Okay.
So our VIP tonight goes to Charlie.
Charlie!
She read the form, she was aggressive, and she was in there.
Excellent.
Love it.
Our best dressed athlete for the night is Nikita. Nikita.
That would be a good look for today.
Our most aggressive is Lauren.
Oh.
So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It's fine.
She's going, oh no, I'm not.
Our youngest participant is Amira. And yes, I did steal these medals from my second graders. So, so don't get excited. It's not anything special. And our gentle twin award goes to Marie and Annette. choose a number between 1 and 18?
7.
7. Charlie, you get to come and choose a And then Charlie, if you choose one between 1 and 18.
Yes, 15.
15, but then I have to look through mine. Lauren. There she goes, Lauren, okay? So you get to go choose something.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
And Lauren, choose between 1 and 18.
12.
12. Heather. And then Heather, you may choose a number between 1 and 18.
You're supposed to do something.
8.
8.
Right, do I have? Oh, that's where my count. Charlie, your name just keeps coming up. I have you on here again. So
Choose another.
you choose a different number. 5. Leslie.
All right.
And Leslie is a member of our Lift group on Wednesday nights, and I'll just give you a little plug right now. So on Wednesday nights, we meet in this room in the back part of it. There's usually some tables and chairs set up. And we aren't a Bible study. We are just a women's fellowship group. And we come together, and on the table out front, and you can welcome to pick one up, we have these bookmarks. And it tells what we do each Wednesday night. This Wednesday night, tonight, we were actually supposed to do fondue and fellowship, but we decided to do this and have you guys in our room instead. But like next week, we're going to have a tea party. So we just come, and it's really, we have women of all ages, and we just come and we just fellowship. We have a prayer time. We do have a little devotional book that we, couple of minutes that we talk about. But it's really just about women encouraging other women and doing things like this. We've had bunco. If you've ever played bunco, we had a bunco night. We played bunco. We, last week, we actually prepared snacks for the teachers at Lockheed Elementary School. You're getting a little self-defense quiz.
You have to take a quiz before you leave.
There's a little quiz, but on the back of here are the different activities that are listed for women at our church. We would just love to have you for anything, and again, Wednesday nights, it's just all about fellowship, just women who need, because we live crazy lives, and we need to invest in each other, and that's what we're doing. So,
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
oh, and there's still more prizes, so just grab something. What?
Can we take the TV? Is that like a door prize? The large screen TV?
No, only the things that I stopped at Dollar Tree and got on my way here.
If you come tonight, you're going to be on our mailing list, so you'll know about the next one. And we do something different every time.
Yes.
So we try to cover a different topic. We did knives last time, so somebody mentioned that. Somebody might be glad we didn't do it tonight. We did something else. Let me say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for this place, and that we could just enjoy this time together. Thank you that everybody was safe and everybody had a good time. And thank you for Dawn and the Lift group for donating their room tonight and being here to host. And my prayer is always that helping people with self-defense is all right. That's good. It has some value. Helping people join in relationships where they can grow strong in you is very valuable. So I'm praying that some of these ladies will find new friends here. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.